Hello, how are you doing? Please take a seat.
Hello, Mr. Bulmer. Thank you for meeting with me.
Of course, so let's get started.
Okay, so what is your current job title?
Well, currently I am a senior configuration analyst here at Lockheed Martin.
So what did it take to assume this role here?
Well, firmly I believe that something that played a large role to get me to where I am was that I utilized my conventional and enterprising interest and currently apply it to my job here and the workplace around me to influence and lead others while also using my futuristic and adaptable talents to help me succeed and flourish in my career.
And how did these things help get you to where you are and where you want to be moving forward in your career?
Well, I use these attributes that I have and I use them to reflect on where I am and where I want to be going forward. Eventually, I want to move forward and obtain a role as Senior Products Manager here. I believe that many of my attributes really help me push me towards that goal.
So what exactly are your roles here?
Well, there's quite a lot actually. I mainly ensure that the hardware we build is built to the current engineering configurations, and I also verify that all serialization has been fulfilled, and I input record sheets into the central database, and I manage the configuration management program while conducting audits for internal and external customers on an annual basis.
What skills are required for your position?
To obtain this job, I needed to have 2 years of professional experience with software tools and Microsoft software, and experience with Access Database, which is the Microsoft application, oral and written communication skills, and I needed the ability to solve complex problems.
For this job, are you required to have any licenses or certifications?
Not so much licenses or certifications were needed, but I did get this job, and before this job, while I was still in school, I needed to do a few internships, which really helped me get here.
So tell me, what did it take to get where you are from an educational standpoint?
Well, starting off, after I graduated high school, I enrolled at Valencia College, where I got my AA in Business Administration. After this, I transferred to TCF to get my bachelor's degree, also in Business Administration. After this, I wanted more, so I stayed for another 2 years at UCF and got my master's, but I got my master's in Business Management, which, if I'm being honest, played a really big role in landing this job, and most jobs. Having all of these degrees, I think, really reflects on my attributes of enterprising and conventional abilities that I have, and I think from the start I was really meant to attain them.
And if you don't mind me asking, how much did this all cost, roughly?
Oh no, that's okay. Of course. Roughly, my education costed around $30,000, but really closer to $29,000. But this is all without my financial plan. The only assistance we really had was for prepaid. I never took any loans out because I never wanted anything hanging over my head after I got done with college. But if you did include my Florida prepaid, it covered most of my Valencia and most of my UCF payments up until my master's degree because they ran out. So with that plan, out of pocket around $15,000 was paid. So that plan was really a lifesaver.
Wow, that's amazing. So a few more things I would like to know is what resources did you use at your campuses that really helped you?
Well, Valencia really had the most resources out of my campuses, and they had really many opportunities for help and assistance. They had the SLs, which were like personal tutors for individuals, and they provided those with their tuition, so it's pretty much free. And they also had something called the Atlas Lab, which was a really big help for me because I used a lot of Microsoft applications and I didn't have all of them, and I would just go there and I'd be able to get my project done. And without these things, I really wouldn't be here.
Well, I think that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for meeting with me. It was a huge help and I really appreciate your time.
Of course, and I hope you grow to be very successful and happy.